Alrighty, welcome everyone to SpeedGaming for this very exciting race between Ethan26 and CedarBoy in the Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer Tournament of 2023. We are into the crazy item randomizer stage, which means that all of the items in the game, as well as all of the hidden items in the game, have been randomized. And the runners are going to need to locate all 16 badges, as well as the Pokegear, the radio card, the expansion card, and a means of getting to Kanto and getting to Pallet Town in order to open up Mount Silver and defeat Red. And I'm seeing that the race has started, but I'm not seeing anything on the stream. There we go. Okay, it's just quite delayed. Yeah, there is a pretty long delay. I'm not quite sure how to fix that, but hopefully Urgate on their end is going to be able to sort that out. But we are going to see them head off. And one of the first things you'll notice is that the runners can ride the bike indoors in this version of the game. It's going to save them a lot of time, and they'll be riding the bike basically the entire time. And we're going to see what our first items are and what the starters are. We have Togepi, we have Coughing, and Magcargo, which both the runners are immediately going to take. So we're giving a Coughing to our rival, and Ethan's even going to nickname it. Alright, well, that means that Cedar is definitely in the lead, so we'll put ourselves on Cedar's audio there. Runners also get a complimentary repel at the start of the round. Alright, and Ethan immediately making his way back to Professor Elm. I missed what they were picking up because I was fixing audio. Did we find the mystery egg already? Looks like we did, okay. Very convenient to get the mystery egg check done right at the very beginning. Thought the runners were playing bingo for a second, both backtracking to Elm. And Ethan immediately finds a Snorlax, which he's going to chuck a heavy ball at, because why not? Snorlax is a runnable main, but it is obviously stronger in its defense stats than its offense stats, and not very fast. And we see a Togetic, less appealing main. The Swagcargo's got a good moveset. Oh, and the bear! Now, this is a female Ursaring, so it's going to have a low attack DV. but Ursaring is a very, very good main, especially if you can find Strength early on, or the Plane Badge to boost the power of normal type moves. But as a physical attacker, Ursaring is one of the best in the game. And we see a softball TM. And a burnt berry. Okay, Ethan has caught the Ursaring. And there's a Fire Punch Suicune without much else. So Cedar's going to save before the first trainer fight. And it's a Shuckle. With spikes. So not a very threatening fight, but it does look like Cedar's going to stick with the Mag Cargo for now. And Ethan doing the same as well, not using the bear. And the item in Dark Cave was a Super Repel. I didn't see what the other item was. X Special. Another X Special. And for the Fly HM. So really nice to find Fly early. Now the runners just need the Storm Badge to be able to move freely around the map to any town they've already visited. Probably the number one thing that you want when you start a run is to find the two components of Fly as early as you can. And Ethan still looking in the grass for some other main options. Finds an Alakazam. If that has a good moveset, it could be a very runnable main. Did I see it use Confusion? Cedar's heading into the escape rope chamber. Okay. Alakazam with Sketch, Confusion, Icy Wind, and I think Flame Wheel? Fire Punch? Those are moves. That is a runnable Alakazam. Sacred Fire. Okay, nothing essential in the escape rope chamber, but a very runnable Alakazam for Ethan. And the Soul Badge. So Ethan will be trying to sketch Thunderbolt or Ice Beam possibly. But also looking for good special TMs as well. So, most full item randomizers tend to go the same way in the early game. Runners making their way to Violet, doing Sprout Tower and then Faulkner's Gym, and then heading down south through Union Cave, unless they get early access to the Squirt Bottle, which opens up routing more. And then the first real choice you make is whether to do the battles in Azalea or skip them and leave them for later. win everything. Just maining one mag cargo. And he's winning at life. I'll remind you, Trickums, he hasn't equipped the black glasses onto the mag cargo yet. He hasn't found the black glasses yet, I don't think. So the Alakazam drops to a Persian. Snorlax comes out. Both runners struggling a bit. There's an Earthquake on this Vileplume. Magcargo is not going to like being Earthquaked. And the Alakazam is dropping to Extreme Speed Gyarados. And the Pokedex. Well, if you're gonna ruin your menuing, you might as well do it early. You've got the whole run to get used to it. Okay, and Magcargo drops to a Hydro Pump. We'll see if Cedar goes back up Sprout or instead is going to try and do the gym. It's going to hope that there's something a little more amenable in Faulkner's gym that he can play to get some more XP. Probably come back to Sprout way later on. So we'll see from Ethan's side if he's able to beat Sprout Tower, if there's something important here. Because Magcargo, of course, doesn't like water moves and it doesn't like ground moves. And he had to deal with both just then. As Ethan also picks up the Pokedex. And we see another Houndoom. It's also another Houndour. It's also in the gym. There's no escaping it. Magcargo cannot run from Houndour, but it can dodge Hydro Pump, which isn't that accurate. The Hitmontop has Water Gun and Karate Chop. It's almost as if there's some drawback to running a Magcargo, but I can't put my finger on it. Oh, Cedar's going to go looking for a new main here, so... he finds a Blastoise. That's runnable. With Blizzard. That gets the freeze. I did not see if there was anything important on Sprout Tower, but I don't think there was. Thunder, Thunderbolt, Blizzard, Thunderwave. Did he just teach over Thunderbolt? And he's still going to go looking for mains. Oh, he taught over T-Wave. Okay, that's much more sensible. Okay, Ethan has not defeated Faulkner's gym yet. So we see Cedar's stream seems to have frozen. We are losing frames on Cedar's side, I do apologise. Alright, Ethan starting the battle with Faulkner. Okay, Ethan is teaching Iron Tail to the Blastoise. Did not see what he taught over, if anything. Ethan, meanwhile, wraps up Faulkner's gym, gets a heal powder and an elixir. I'll turn myself down a little bit. Tell me if that's too quiet. Hopefully that should be a little quieter so you can hear me and the game comfortably. Too quiet now. Chat says it's too quiet or it's a lot better. That's a bit too quiet. Alrighty, I'll turn myself up again. Just like that a bit. Should be hopefully okay. As we are hatching a Tangela. Did anyone see what the item on Elderly was when Ethan did it? As Cedar manages to take down the Ursaring with his mag cargo and wrap up that fight. And we see that Faulkner's TM out there is an Aurora Beam TM. So Cedar will have to choose now whether to go back up Sprout Tower or just leave it till later on. And there's the Glacier badge for Ethan. Cedar finding the Old Rod and the Storm badge. Okay, so Fly is just free. The game's just going to hand us Fly today. That's going to make life a lot easier for both runners. It's also going to mean Cedar can come back and do Sprout Tower whenever he wants, without any real trouble. Alright, Ethan going to do Slowpoke well. Going to do some shopping first. And the Storm badge for Cedar, so having Fly before exiting Union Cave for the first time is a good feeling. Oh no, a Caterpie. It's not too much for the runners to worry about with terms of routing, although Cedar is heading into Ilex Forest, might be heading straight to Goldenrod. This also makes sense. If you have Fly, you can go to Goldenrod, do a bunch of extra checks, and then just fly back to Azalea when you're ready to start doing battles. And there's the Pokegear in Ilex. Now the NPC that Cedar just spoke to gives you the Headbutt TM in the vanilla game, and for that reason the runners are always able to purchase a Headbutt TM when they get to the Goldenrod Mart, which can be a useful move if you're running a physical main. Welcome in, Wingage. We've got very early Fly in this seed. Ethan is doing Azalea. Cedar has skipped Azalea and found the Pokegear in Ilex Forest. Other than that, there's no real difference. Cedar did not finish Sprout Tower, but I don't think there was anything important there. He will probably go back and do it later on at some point. He's currently running a Magcargo, and there's the expansion card in the Goldenrod basement. Yeah, Tower was nothing, but Cedar will have it at the back of his mind. Ethan trying to make an Alakazam work. Yes, Cedar is maining a Blastoise now, having tried to main a Swag Cargo earlier. And there's the Fog Badge. Isn't it nice to be able to just get your badges at the shop? Cedar picking up his Waterstone. Ethan's going to do the Farfetch'd. And there's Cut. What kind of rando? And there's the Aurora Beam TM that Faulkner warned us about. Cedar getting the good rod from the Goldenrod Mart. From the radio tower. Watch Hive be on Bugsy. Okay, Ethan going around the right-hand side in Bugsy's gym. This is an Australian thing, by the way. We do the gyms counterclockwise. When this Blastoise was caught for Cedar, it had Thunder, Thunderbolt, and Thunder Wave, plus Blizzard. A very sparky Blastoise. And there's the pass for Cedar. So, a higher level main switch now well on the cards. And Bugsy gives an escape rope and a full heal. So Bugsy not required, but Ilex, Forest, Farfetch'd probably required. Hard to say who's winning at the moment. Cedar has travelled further ahead by skipping the fights in Azalea, but Ethan has the cut HM that Cedar hasn't found. It was a vanilla cut HM. Yes, does depend on where the hive badge is and whether there is anything behind a cut lock check. There's usually something behind cut. And Kenya is a Politoad. Yes, cut does open up more checks in Crazy than it does in the regular mode. As the Sweet Sink Girl nicely gives us a gold nugget. And the move tutor has Razor Leaf, Seismic Toss, and Comet Punch. So you're getting a few encounters in the grass here. Finds a Chikorita. And heads into the national park. So we've almost seen every available check. Cedar not actually starting bug catching, just going straight into get the items. I guess because he has Fly. Or maybe going to start it now. Oh, he hasn't set it to the day, actually. This is interesting, so lucky to have Fly in that case. Probably trying to get an encounter here. Finds a Mr. Mime. Ethan resetting the bike shop away. Doesn't need it. And the Thunder Badge. So, a couple of extra badges for Cedar. And there's the Fog badge for Ethan as Cedar makes his way into Kanto. With Cedar with the progression lead just from skipping Azalea. A little bit of an illusion. So Ethan cleaning up these, that was the SS ticket, I think, in the house. I looked away for a second, but I think I saw the words SS ticket. So that's going to give us our North Johto access. And before the race started, Cedar said to Ethan, "Good luck, have fun, and hope for no boat." I don't think Cedar's going to be too happy about finding the SS ticket there, but there's the black glasses. Our mag cargo can now be complete. But will it happen? Alakazam attempting to learn Splash on level up. There's the pass for Ethan. I did not see what Cedar just picked up from the Pokemon fan. Oh, was it the lost item? Okay, that's a great place to get. And the lost item gives us the squirt bottle. Okay, so now he doesn't need to take the boat. Oh. And Ethan's going to be fighting Whitney, which we haven't seen Cedar do yet. And we get a max revive, we're going to hang on to. See if there's anything on Whitney. Try attack. And a max potion. Okay, Cedar finds a nugget. He's going to make room in his bag for it. Cedar's going to check the HMs in the other large supermarket. And he sells the black glasses, and we are all very sad. Okay, there's a Swords Dance TM. Okay, Cedar finds a Charizard on the cycling road. Appears to have Thunderbolt. There's the Thunder badge. Alright, Cedar's gotten a Charizard. So we've gone from Blastoise to Charizard. Nothing controversial about that. And Snorlax learns Fly. Okay, Canyon checks completed, nothing for Ethan. He's gonna head into Kanto now. Okay, Ethan getting an encounter here on his way to his SS ticket. There's the Hive badge, so we now have cut access for Cedar. Although Cedar hasn't found the cut HM, so we have the two parts of cut split between the two runners. And it looks like Cedar's going to take the SSN to North Johto. He doesn't have to take the boat, but he doesn't have to not take the boat. And Ethan's going to pick up the lost item here. He'll pick up the squirt bottle. And we'll see Cedar wrapping up the SS Aqua. And Cedar entering Olivine. Not able to do the extra checks on the Aqua because we don't have Surf yet. Ethan's now also going to be trying to main switch on Cycling Road. We'll see if he finds the Charizard that Cedar found. Cedar heading straight up the Lighthouse. We don't have the secret potion yet, so this is a little bit of a gamble. He might want to head up and do Equitech stuff and come back here later, as Ethan finds an Octillery. Ethan entering Fuchsia. Cedar talking to Jasmine. And Ethan's going to battle Janine. The two gym leaders whose names I always get confused. Cedar makes space for another nugget. Battles the final trainer in Lighthouse. So, oof. Ethan using an X special and then getting one shot by the Porygon. He might decide to just come back to Janine, yeah. And Cedar wrapping up the it's going to teach Outrage to the Charizard over Ember. Ethan not buying a Swords Dance TM. I did not see if Ethan handed in the lost item. Cedar making his way to Ecruteak now. And there's the Hive badge for Ethan, so he now does have actual cut access. Okay, Cedar's going to grab these items on Route 37. Possibly wake the Sudowoodo as well. Probably wake the Sudowoodo as well. And there's the basement key. Which reminds me, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 badges so far for Cedar. Both runners, in fact. Alright, and now Cedar will be able to buy Rock Smash in the Goldenrod Mart. The Octillery and the Charizard were both caught on Cycling Road. And Cedar's now going to go and do Sprout Tower to clear that up. as Ethan is heading towards a dark tunnel. Spider-Man meme? I still didn't see what was on the Elder, but we know it wasn't important, so... there's the Rainbow Wing for Ethan, not in Logic. Nothing you get in the Dark is going to be in Logic, but it is still an item that you can use for your progression. But with Rainbow Wing in a dark place, that means that Tin Tower is out of Logic until we find Flash and the Zephyr Badge. And that can be useful because if we get Rock Smash for Cedar, if you were in a position where the only thing you're looking for is the Zephyr Badge, and it's a choice between Tin Tower and the Elite Four, you know to go and do the Elite Four because it can't be in Tin. And Cedar's now going to wrap up Whitney's gym. So here's where we'll see Cedar start to do a couple of the things that Ethan's already done. And then when they find Cut in Ilex Forest, they'll have a bunch of additional cut checks to go back and do. Ethan heading into the cabin early there before talking to the sailor to make the sailor appear. Cedar's heading into Burn Tower. We will switch our audio to Cedar in a minute to hear the Roma cries, but we'll enjoy the boat music first. It looks like Ethan's got the artillery. So he might be trying to win this fight, or he might be trying to lose it. It is a fight that you don't need to win to actually progress. And yeah, it does look like Ethan's trying to just death walk here. Let's listen to the Romas. I'm sorry, I underestimated the delay. Switched a little bit late. In any case, doesn't look like Cedar's going to go looking for them. And no Kimono Girls from Cedar and no Morty. There's the Boulder Badge. That's going to open up the rockets now. Although we don't have the card key, so we're not going to want to go there. No, if you've caught one of the roamers, it won't appear in Tin Tower. Or if you've actually caught a Raikou or an Entei, just any Raikou or Entei anywhere, then those Pokemon won't appear in the cutscene. So there's actually 4 different Pokemon you can get that will stop that from appearing in the Tin Tower cutscene. As Cedar's now going to make their way up to Mahogany, the Lake of Rage. Here is where Cedar would really like to already have that cut HM. But from skipping Azalea, they don't have it, so they're just going to be able to do 2 checks here and have to come back later for the rest. Suicune is a little different. The game would get very confused if it didn't spawn a Suicune. And the Burn Tower cutscene will always have all 3, I believe. It's when you actually enter Tin Tower with the Clear Bell and the Rainbow Wing, and you fight the Suicune, that cutscene can be modified to not have some of the roamers. Because even in the vanilla game, you may have caught the roamers prior to encountering them there. And Cedar's just getting the Ice Path checks out of the way. We don't have any of the parts of Strength, so it was very unlikely to find them both there. Alright. Cedar is now going to do Azalea, so he will find Cut pretty soon, and then he will be able to start going and getting some of the checks that he's been missing. As we find a Mewtwo. I did not see where... Oh, Ethan's in the lighthouse, okay. So I missed that Mewtwo earlier. We will switch back to Ethan's audio, actually. This is true, we have the Pokédex, we can look up where Mewtwo is. We're very unlikely to find it in a spot that we can productively main switch to it. And even if we did, we don't know if it would have moves. Cedar wrapping up Azalea, certainly getting through it much quicker and easier with a level 34 Charizard. and probably going to be a while with runners doing checks we've already seen, unless Ethan does kimonos, Morty, and Ethan will have some cut checks available that Cedar didn't do. See if one of those gives us the all-important Surf HM. There's cut. So what is Cedar going to do next? Cedar's going to go fight Bugsy next. Thinking to himself, what else have I missed? Another Spider-Man meme for Ethan. Okay, Cedar taking the left path around Bugsy's gym, because he's not Australian, so going in a clockwise direction. It's the Coriolis effect. Comes up in all sorts of places. Okay, Ethan's skipping the berry tree on that route. It is just a rare candy. Oh, he's going to go back for it? Okay, he remembered it. It is just a rare candy, but it is a rare candy. It's not something you want to miss out on. And looks like we don't have any physical moves for the Chansey, but we can burn it. That deals with it pretty quickly. Cedar wraps up Bugsy. He'll do the charcoal check. Told you it's a rare candy. God, I'm good. Okay, Ethan heading straight to Equitique, doing the Route 37 checks. Mad Cargo being taught cut. And going straight to the Lake of Rage, not surprising. There's the basement key for Ethan. Basement key, incidentally, never in logic, or the basement items are never in logic until you have found the card key and cleared out the rockets. So you are never required to do the basement with rocket grunts in it. So it's always possible to get the card key and go in there and clear them out. Or if you never find the card key, then there's nothing in the basement. Oh, and Ethan didn't have a rappel up. Stumbles into a little Aerodactyl. Was hiding in a corner. Okay, nothing on the cut items in Mahogany. Cedar's going to check the one outside the Ruins of Alph and the one in Violet. This is one of the hidden items that I always forget is there. I've seen that check be important before, so... Okay, just water gun. So it might be Morty or Kimonos at this point. But Cedar does have Rock Smash now, so he's going to be able to check something here. Let's listen to the rumors. Alright, and CedarBoy now heading down Cycling Road to fight Janine. And do the cut checks here. Oh! Cedar actually passing one of the hidden item checks. Maybe he got those already. Although, why wouldn't he just fly here if he did? You may be forgetting there's a couple of hidden items on Cycling Road, although I don't think there's anything important there today. Alright, and Ethan is going to be fighting Morty. Let's see if Morty is required. Because we have seen basically all of the checks that are available to us. We still don't have Surf, we still don't have Strength, we still don't have Flash. And I'm expecting the Surf HM to turn up on either on Morty or possibly Vanilla Surf on the Kimono Girls. The second Vanilla HM of the run. So I can't think of anywhere else that the runners haven't checked. And Ethan having some trouble with his bike on the invisible path. This movement is already a bit difficult. You have to know the route of the invisible path, and one movement will send you back to the start. Doing it on the bike is even harder, because you're moving more quickly. I was a little surprised the first time I did it on the bike that I actually managed it on the first try. But I wasn't streaming when that happened, so you just have to take my word for it. With Cedar now heading into Rock Tunnel, will find the Rainbow Wing. And he finds the Rainbow Wing. Remember, even if Morty gives us the clear belt here, Tin Tower is not going to be our progression. Oh, and there's the Earth Badge. Did I not see Ethan pick that up when Ethan was in there? Because Ethan has done Rock Tunnel, so should have the Earth Badge. Can anyone confirm? Okay, no required items on Morty himself. Alright, well we won't mark it on his tracker until we know he has it. But we will remember that he may in fact have the Earth Badge. This is true. We will see if he gets the call for 7 badges. He is at 6. And is going to pick up the boulder very soon. Cedar's... Ethan doesn't have it marked on his tracker. Okay, it may be a hidden item that he has forgotten in the rock tunnel. And this could be a huge, huge problem for Ethan if he has missed a check with a badge on it. Yes, I do remember when he picked up the Rainbow Wing, and I was talking quite merrily to myself and not paying any attention at all. I'm a very good commentator. There's the Cascade badge. And is it Vanilla Surf? It is not Vanilla Surf. Okay, Cedar is now also heading to fight Morty. Ethan has some cut checks left. But we did not see anything important on them, so I'm not quite sure where our progression is at this point. Unless it is False Director. It can be False Director. And Ethan is about to find this Cascade badge. So we will see if Ethan does indeed get a phone call when he leaves the cave after picking it up. You of course don't get the phone call if you're in a cave. There's no cell reception because this game came out 23 years ago. Like, Sabrina can have teleportation pods in her gym just for a lark, but you can't get cell reception in a cave. There is the Cascade badge. Does Ethan get a phone call? He does! He does not have the Earth badge, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a big problem for Ethan if he does not remember that check. There's the Boulder badge. Do bear in mind, of course, that badges that require flash are not in logic. So the Cascade badge is not in logic until we find Zephyr and Flash, but finding Boulder means we do now have 7 that are in logic. So False Director is on the cards. And Cedar's now going to fight Janine, which we've already seen Ethan do. I think it might be False Director. I can't think of any other check that we haven't seen either runner do. Ah yes, this is true actually. Ethan fought Janine but wasn't able to get past the Porygon. Ethan will be able to do all the cut checks in one visit to the Lake of Rage. Which, Okay, Cedar beats Janine. There's the radio card! It's on Janine, okay. Well, Ethan will be able to fly to Fuchsia and do the Janine fight pretty quickly when they choose to. As we can now open up the Snorlax, get a level 50 if it's good. I was looking away for a second. I didn't see what the Snorlax was. Or the item in Union Cave, in Rock Tunnel. Yes, I can only think that if Ethan realizes they've missed a check, then they will prioritize hidden items. The Snorlax was an Apom. Okay, yeah, you don't switch to an Apom. Ethan may know that certain hidden checks are ones he's apt to forget, and it may be somewhere he checks early. The problem is, he may not realise he's missed a check until he's battled the Elite Four and done everything else. As Cedar picks up the red scale. So we're just going to have to hope that Ethan knows that he's left that check begging. But it does just go to show that anything can happen in an item randomizer. You can think one player is in the lead, and it can suddenly turn very quickly. Alright, Ethan is going to go fight Janine. And welcome in Raiders to the Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer Tournament. This race between ethan26 and CedarBoy has just gotten very interesting, as we realise that when Cedar picked up the Earth Badge on a hidden item check in Rock Tunnel, and we realise that Ethan has actually missed that check. So Ethan is missing a badge that they should have already found. And the question is, will they figure out that they've missed it and go back for it? Cedar, meanwhile, doing the quick checks in West Kanto and heading into Victory Road. There's the Waterfall HM. Still no Surf, so no use of Waterfall until you have Surf, and of course you need the Rising Badge to use Waterfall. So the seed gave us Fly early on, which was good, but no sign of Surf as of yet. There's the Rising Badge, so we do just need Surf to be able to go waterfalling. And that will be radio card for Ethan. Alright, Ethan waking up the Apom. Okay, Rising Badge check on Elm is a full heal. And the red scale check is an amulet coin. Right, Cedar's trying to decide where to go next. We're still looking for Surf. It could still be on False Director. But Cedar with some more cut checks to do first. I am not sure who the winner faces. That is a very good question. It may not have been determined yet who the winner is going to face. But if anyone in chat does know the answer to that question, do please let us know. Okay, Cedar is going to be battling Erica now. This is not a bad play. In fact, I think it's a choice between this and False Director at this point. Winner will be up against number 3 seed Pika Pals. Very challenging assignment. Alright, Ethan gets his Pallet Town fly point. He'll leave now because there's no other reason to come here without surf. The other possibility, of course, is Brock. Brock could also have our progression item. We have not seen Nugget Bridge yet, that's true. There's also a couple of item checks on Nugget Bridge. But in order to actually activate Misty, you need to have visited the power plant and returned the machine part. Or at least spoken to the guy in the power plant. And Ethan's getting encounters in Victory Road. Spider-Man meme! And that Charizard had Zap Cannon. So that might be something that CedarBoy's Charizard is going to learn when it levels up. So we see Waterfall there for Ethan. We'll pick up the Rising Badge in a minute. Okay, Ethan's going to get the Elite 4 fly point here. Now, I'm sure Ethan is not going to be going for a super early Elite 4. But having the fly point will be beneficial, particularly if you just want to go to the shop here. And let's see what Erica has. Extreme Speed and a full restore. So progress is not on Erica. Nugget Bridge or False Director? Or Brock? Or Route 4? And Cedar's going Route 4. Okay, there's a few checks along here. This is probably the thing to do at this point. It also gets you in a position to then go straight into Nugget Bridge if that's going to be your next attempt. And all those battles, if he does them, will give him more XP before he needs to fight Brock, so it makes sense to do this first. As Ethan's struggling against that Wheezing. And this Muck. I didn't see who Ethan's fighting, actually. Oh, it could also be Surge or Sabrina. We actually haven't seen Surge or Sabrina yet. Oh yes, Ethan's doing the Victory Road rival, of course. The fight takes so long, I literally forgot how it started. Alright. Cedar gets through the Route 4 rival fight. Now, when I was in commentary yesterday, we got the bombshell that there is a bug in the randomizer that allows you to get this following item that Cedar's going for now without using Rock Smash. However, the powers that be have decreed that you are not allowed to use this exploit, and you must use Rock Smash to obtain the item, because the game randomizer logic does expect you to have it. Of course, Cedar does have Rock Smash, so that's completely fine, and also the item is nothing important. Okay, Ethan did not mean to fly to the Indigo Plateau there. I thought he might actually be going for an early Elite Four. There's Surf on Route 4. Oh boy. Well, Nugget Bridge can wait, ladies and gentlemen. That is a huge progress lead for Cedar now. First to find Surf, an hour and 22 minutes into the run. We're now going to have a lot of different things that we can check. Starting with a bunch of items in Mount Mortar, everything in Waterfall as well, remember, we have access to. And the Rocket Underground in Mahogany. Also be some more items in Union Cave, a couple of items on Route 44 before the ice path. So Cedar's going to make room for some leftovers here. As Ethan is fighting Sabrina. This also opens up the pharmacy check in Cinnabar Island. A couple of items in Tojo Falls. A couple of items in Violet. And Ethan's struggling here with Sabrina's level 48 Moltres with Wing Attack. Oh god. Luckily for Ethan, this fight is not required for progress. Although Sabrina could still have another badge. And she has a Lapras. Just the sort of thing you don't want to see, an over-leveled, bulky water type. Okay, Alakazam does get through it, and gets an escape rope to help leave the gym. The Splash TM. Oh, and Ethan is doing Nugget Bridge, so hopefully he finds something important here, because it isn't the progression he's looking for. Okay, I don't think there was anything in Mahogany, in Mortar. And Cedar gonna check the shiny now. It's a Zubat. Alright, so we'll see Cedar do a few fights up front, but then there's quite a few checks in the Rocket Underground. Major things we're looking for are, we know that we'll find Flash somewhere, because we have some items that we got in the dark, including the Earth Badge, which Ethan hasn't found yet. We're also looking for both parts of Strength, and we're looking for the Clear Bell to get us into Tin Tower, or the Card Key to let us defeat the Rockets. Alright, and Nugget Bridge gives us a Sweet Kiss TM, and the fabulous prize is going to be the Volcano Badge! Okay, Ethan has not wasted his time by doing this. He will have to do this fight though. This is quite a seed, ladies and gentlemen. Surf on Route 4 and a Volcano Badge on the fabulous prize. Thank God we got Fly early. Alright, looks like Ethan's gonna fight Surge now. The Alakazam is getting pretty strong from all these battles. That is something that will help Ethan out. Cedar fighting this Rocket before picking up the items. It's actually really easy to get around him and grab both items without him spotting you. I quite like to do that and then talk to him after I've got the items. Although, Cedar doesn't need to actually talk to the Rocket for the password afterwards, just fighting him is enough in Speed Choice. to be able to add that password to your inventory, as it were. Cedar checking that item slot on the path on the right to know if he'll have access down that way or not later. Might also be hoping to ERC skip by checking that slot early. Wants to escape rope out after talking to the Murkrow instead of going back that way. Doesn't feel like an ERC skip sort of moment to me, but strange things have happened. Ethan now fighting Erica's gym. So he will find his way to Route 4 eventually. Hopefully he doesn't do it after he's fought Brock. Unless Brock has another badge. Okay, and he is going to skip out. So we didn't see anything required in there, I think, on the checks that he did, which I find interesting that he's leaving early. Okay, he's going to do the violet checks. I feel like he might be back in Mahogany Underground before too much longer, but we'll see. By the way, I never marked Rock Smash for Ethan. I feel like I probably should. There's the Zephyr badge, okay. Oops. Marked it for the wrong player. Zephyr badge for Cedar there. Still meaningless without Flash, but it's something all the same. Alright, Tojo Falls checks. There's the Marsh badge. So it's coming together for CedarBoy now. Ethan finishing up Erica's gym. Alright, heading towards Route 4 now. Will he fight Brock first? I feel like he might. Yes, he is going to fight Brock, so we'll see if there's something on Brock. Okay. Cedar looks like he's going to maybe do the Soft Sand Girls. There's also a berry tree up here that needs to be checked. Still no card key. False Director could have the card key. We saw Vanilla Cut, we could have Vanilla Card Key. That's not even Vanilla Card Key. That's French Vanilla Card Key. Berry tree is nothing. The Soft Sand Girls. Total of 3 checks here. 1 ground item, 1 hidden item, and then the Soft Sand Girls. Nothing. Berserk Gene. Another Chansey. It's Alakazam coming up against a lot of Chanseys. Chansey has Recover. What kind of rando? Okay, and Brock just gives us the pink bow. Alright, and Ethan is now finally going to find Surf. At this point I think it's just Surf or E4. Route 4 or E4 for Ethan. To get the Surf check. I didn't see anything on the Soft Sand Girls. Alright, we're going to do the extra SS Aqua checks. This is smart. 2 Surf Lock checks that involve taking the SS Aqua both ways. So hidden item slots that no vanilla player would ever find. I don't really want to meet the kid who found these on his own playing the game back in the day. Oh, Cedar doesn't need to reload that. You can actually just talk to the guy again. Yeah, the moveset on the Alakazam is causing it some problems. Oh, no, Ethan's leaving that. That was the place to be, but, Ethan's passed up on it. Was finding that fight too difficult. I'm not sure why he's going here. Oh, there's the secret potion. Interesting. Okay, Ethan now going to heal. We're going and doing that Route 4 attempt again. Suppose it's just as well for Ethan that Surf wasn't the item in Rock Tunnel that he missed. But on the other hand, if it was, he would figure it out sooner. Alright, we've handed the secret potion in. What is Jasmine going to give us? That isn't Jasmine, Cedar. That's just a guy in his house. There's the clear bell. Okay. Cedar was saying before the race, he was hoping the boat wouldn't be required. It now looks like the boat is definitely required if there is anything of worth in the Tin Tower at all. But Cedar is going to go to Cinnabar first. Or, not Cinnabar. Is it Cinnabar? I get the islands mixed up. Cyanwood. That's what I said. I knew that. Still just a couple of checks here. Because we still don't have either part of strength. There's the card key. Alright. So Cedar now has a choice between rockets and tin. And it looks like he's choosing rockets. This makes sense, having the basement key in particular. There's a few items here. You have a high-level main. Yeah. Morty, definitely not required. Although if there's something on tin and nothing on rockets, you could say that Morty is optimal. Okay. Ethan's finally going to pick up Surf now. There is Surf for Ethan. Lots of checks available now for Ethan, so... Looks like he's going to go to the SS Aqua first. Alright, Ethan gets his secret potion. The other thing to remember, of course, is Cedar did the ERC skip. If there's something important in Price's gym, then Ethan will have some chance of catching up in this race. He does need to go and find that Earth badge he missed. And that's going to be very hard to do. Yes, Ethan, don't forget the hidden item there. Even though it's the less important one. Alright. Cedar on the last rocket fight. Although I suppose the false director is the last rocket fight. Ethan's gonna hand in the secret potion. We'll see if he goes to Tin Tower right away. Alright, nothing, nothing. 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 Going to false director. And Ethan heading into Battle Jasmine. Two Ho-Ohs on the false director. So let's be glad we didn't have to fight him early. And another Chansey. Alakazam's gonna love that. There's the clear bell for Ethan. Okay, nothing on the false director, I can shut up about that. Probably see basement next. Indeed we will, as Ethan is heading to Tin Tower, so we'll get our first look at Tin on Ethan's side. Alright, basement checks for Cedar now. We'll probably make his way to Tin Tower after these. There's the machine part, so we might go and do that. And the mineral badge. Okay, so basement is required. Which means Morty definitely not required. Alright, now let's see what Ethan finds in 10. Okay, Cedar is going to go hand in the machine part. Remember, still no sign of Flash. But you can also go this way, go to the power plant from from Misty's town, as I think Ethan missed that item there. Took the wrong path for it. Yeah, so he's going back to get that. It isn't something that he needed, so resets it away. Okay, nothing on handing in the machine part. Ah yes, of course, one surf check here. Ethan hasn't done this yet. So we'll see if it's something important. It's not. And there's the plain badge on handing in the machine part, hidden item in Misty's gym. Nothing in tin yet that I have seen, nothing important at all. So it's just, there's the rainbow badge, so it's all on that machine part in the basement, it would seem. The Ho-Oh is a snubble, so we'll see if there's anything in the Ho-Oh chamber. We know everything now, is that so? We still don't know where strength is. Is strength not needed? I guess strength isn't needed. So it's just Volcano Badge on the fabulous prize. Flash is somewhere though, because there were items that were on Flash logic, and we haven't found Flash yet. So you can argue we're not quite in no mode, because we don't know where the logically intended Flash HM is. And there's strength. Now that makes things interesting, doesn't it? Because we know that strength is not required. We know that Volcano Badge is on the fabulous prize, and strength checks are not required, but Cedar does not know that. Which means Cedar is now going to do a lot of unnecessary checks. Yes, if strength was in Mount Silver where you couldn't find it, we would have been spared. But it ain't. And of course if Cedar finds Flash and finds Whirlpool, then Whirl Islands goes into logic. We could be here for a while yet. Ethan meanwhile still doesn't have the Earth Badge that he missed. Cedar also might go back and do the rest of Rocket Underground at some point. We have to ask ourselves, which is he more likely to do first? Fabulous Prize or Price's Gym? He is going to go and do some Alph Chambers now. He hasn't done Tin yet, so he can't do the Ho-Oh Chamber, but he can do the Waterstone Chamber. That's the only one he can do. But he also hasn't done these underground checks yet. There's a Flamethrower TM that Cedar will quite like to have for the Charizard. And there's Flash. So Cedar can now do the Flash Chamber right away. So as we see, Strength was part of the intended logic to beat this wrong. But going outside of Flash logic could have allowed Cedar to skip Strength entirely. And yes, Cedar is going to head into Blackthorn. And we'll hope for his sake he doesn't find Whirlpool here, because if he does, he might be tempted to do Claire's Gym. Alright, Ethan heading up towards the Ho-Oh chamber. Of course, we know Flash is in the Strength chamber. And Strength is on Route 12. I don't feel like there's much for me to say as a commentator at this point. We know where everything is. There's the Marsh badge for Ethan. And there's the Zephyr badge. I don't remember where the red scale was, so I don't know if Ethan picked it up. And happy 2 hours. Cedar going for the strength locked item here. Okay, there's Rock Smash for Ethan. If he didn't already have it. Which he might have done. He's had the squirt bottle for a very long time. Alright, Cedar heading into tin now, which we know is complete bait. And Ethan heading towards Cyanwood, where he will find the card key. Okay, there's the card key for Ethan. Ethan now heading towards Soft Sand Girls. Okay, Ethan looking at his tracker, trying to figure out where he hasn't looked yet. Or maybe taking a bathroom break. One or the other. We are 2 hours in. Sometimes nature calls. Volcano is on the fabulous prize at the end of Nugget Bridge. Ethan went there before finding Surf, which was on Route 4. But Cedar checked Route 4 first, found Surf, and has not needed to contemplate Nugget Bridge since. We know that Strength was not required, other than to get Flash, which then led us to Cascade Badge, which both runners already got out of Flash Logic. Ethan's back. We know that Whirlpool is not required, but if Cedar finds it, then Cedar will probably go to Whirl Islands. What's even worse for Ethan is that Ethan missed a hidden item in Rock Tunnel, and it happened to be the Earth Badge. So even if Ethan finds the other things that he is missing, he's going to have to realize that he missed the Earth Badge in Rock Tunnel. Meanwhile, Cedar is currently doing Tin. We know there is nothing in Tin. Earth Badge is in Flash Logic, yes, but Ethan thinks he's done all the checks in Rock Tunnel already. So even if he gets Flash, there's no reason for him to go back to Rock Tunnel and check hidden items unless he knows that he's left a hidden item there for whatever reason. He may have defaulted to the regular movement through Rock Tunnel that you do in the dark, which may not be the same movement you use for the hidden items. Ethan now taking on the Rockets, 2 hours and 5 minutes in. There is nothing on the Rockets other than getting rid of the Rockets in the basement, and the progression item is in the basement. So we know there is nothing in any of the flash chambers. I think this is the last one Cedar needed to check. And the main point of interest is going to be whether Cedar finds Whirlpool before Volcano or not. If Whirlpool is just in Whirl Islands or somewhere inaccessible, then he won't get baited into Whirl Islands. But if it's on Chuck, then he will. No, Misty has not been checked. Ethan went and did Nugget Bridge before having Surf access, so wasn't able to trigger Misty. Alright. So Cedar has a bunch of the Kano gym leaders left, because Cedar did Route 4 early, so Cedar has not fought Sabrina, has not fought Surge. Nothing on Chuck. Gotta check Chuck's wife. Just string shot, that's fine. Hasn't fought Surge, hasn't fought Sabrina, has fought Erica, hasn't fought Brock, hasn't fought Blue, hasn't fought Blaine. And Cedar is now going to wrap up the Rocket Hideout. Meaning that he will probably be about to go and fight Price. So we'll also need to hope that Price does not give us Whirlpool. There are then also the pre-Whirlpool items in Dragon's Den that Cedar may consider going for. As Ethan makes his way into the basement. Now remember, Ethan has had basement access for quite a while. Did Morty have anything? No, Morty was not required. And since there were required items in the basement, we know that Morty was not required. So aside from Ethan missing the Earth Badge, the only real difference between these runners is Cedar did the early check of Route 4 and got Surf much more quickly as a result. But that advantage could get pegged back if Cedar now goes and checks everything else. Alright, not sure where Ethan's going. Is it Soft Sand Girls again? Okay, I guess Ethan didn't fight the Soft Sand Girls before. Ethan now is going to go and activate Misty. Ethan will be able to do this very quickly because he's already done all the fights up here. Oh, and he is going to do this one surf check as well. Yes, he doesn't have this yet. As Cedar starts battling Sabrina, or finishes battling Sabrina. Nothing there. Oh, Ethan hasn't handed the machine part in yet. Alright, Cedar's gonna go fight Brock. We know there's nothing here. There's not too many checks left for Cedar. I don't think he's done Surge yet. I know he hasn't done Blaine or Blue. Or Claire. And yeah, Ethan not going through Rock Tunnel to get here, taking the other path. So not going anywhere near where the Earth Badge is. Right, Ethan will be picking up Strength soon, although I don't think Ethan has found the Plane Badge yet, unless I missed that. There's Strength. Cedar's going to make his way to Blue and Blaine now. There's the Plane Badge, okay. So yep, Ethan now gonna do all the strength checks. But he is gonna start with Misty. Of course we know there's nothing on Misty, but he'll at least get that out of the way. CedarBoy currently hoping for a vanilla Blaine. I don't actually remember where the rainbow badge was. I think it was the last thing Cedar picked up. Oh. See, Charizard couldn't one-shot that Heracross even with Flamethrower. This is a very tough fight. Oh, Rainbow Badge was in the underground tunnel here, I remember now. Yeah, there it is. So, Ethan would be in go mode right now if Ethan had checked the hidden item where the Earth Badge was. Unfortunately, Ethan didn't, and now it's just a matter of realizing that he's missed a check and where that check is. So we do see, even though Cedar has been one away from go mode for quite a while, Ethan was in a position to be winning in the race at this point. Yeah, this is unfortunately the case. Ethan won't realise until he's done every check on his tracker. This is the blue fight. With another Blissey. And it looks like Cedar is wiping here. Doesn't have any more revive items. Wipes all the way back to Olivine. Well, we don't need to win the blue fight. Oh, Ancient Power. Yeah, that's not what you want when you're maining a Charizard. Ancient Power, T-Bolt, and Hydro Pump. That's not fun. When you're 2 hours and 20 minutes in. Okay, but it looks like Cedar is heading towards Nugget Bridge. Okay, so he doesn't want to do that fight again. He is on his way to the Volcano Badge, ladies and gentlemen. Cedar is going to be in go mode in just a few minutes. This match is brought to you by the letter E. The Earth Badge is a hidden item in Rock Tunnel that Ethan missed. Ethan did Rock Tunnel in the dark, well before we had Flash. And missed a hidden item check that happened to be the Earth Badge. Meanwhile, the Volcano Badge is on the fabulous prize, so Cedar is going to get it in just a minute. Ethan's now flying a Goldenrod. And Ethan still has all the strength checks to do. Because he only just got strength access, and it was actually not required other than to get the Flash HM. And there's the Volcano Badge for Cedar. He is in go mode. He will have to do this fight, but then he'll be on his way to red with a very battle-hardened Charizard. Ethan, meanwhile, has not even gone through Ice Path yet, and has not done any of Rocket Underground. Oh no. When your opponent is in go mode before you've even encountered the shiny, you know something has gone wrong. And it's such a shame for Ethan. Finding that volcano badge early could have won him this race. He could have avoided all of Ice Path, all of Rocket Underground. Avoided those things completely. Alright, Cedar heading to Mount Silver. The only question now is whether Red's Ace is going to have something that completely walls this Charizard for a really long time. Yes, Earth Badge was on a hidden item check in Rock Tunnel that Ethan forgot. And that is a thing that can happen to any runner of any skill level. You have a lot to think about when you're doing these races. It is so easy to miss a check, and it is almost impossible to recover when you do. Alright, here we go. Red time. 2 hours and 25 minutes in. It's a Gyarados. With Mirror Move. And Bubble Beam. Which is a 2-shot. We do have Thunderbolt, however, so we can get rid of the Gyarados relatively quickly. Now, there's a Golem. As long as it doesn't have a rock move, it has Rollout. We are still taking bets on Ethan's comeback, ladies and gentlemen. There goes the Golem, maybe not so much. There's a Charizard. With Stun Spore. And Zap Cannon. Okay, a Wigglytuff. Still looking for something we can set up on. Swift is not too bad. That is Stab. It has Sleep Powder. And it looks like it can boost its own defenses, which shouldn't matter too much. Oh! Ethan's in a dark place. Oh, but this is outside of Blackthorn. This isn't Rock Tunnel. I got excited for a second there. And GG. And Ethan has indeed forfeited. I think that's wise, honestly. GG, CedarBoy.
What was this wrong, dude?
So, would you like to know what happened in this race?
A lot.
A lot happened, yes. A lot did happen. But one very crucial thing happened that helped you secure this win. as it were, when you were both looking for Surf, Ethan actually went and did Fabulous Prize before Route 4. So Ethan had Volcano Badge way before you. GG, Ethan, welcome in.
GG's.
We were just saying, so Ethan, you found the Volcano Badge way before CedarBoy did. You found it before Surf. Cedar did Route 4 before doing Fabulous Prize, so ended up with just needing the Volcano Badge to finish. The reason why Ethan was not in Go Mode first is because Ethan did not find the Earth Badge. And Ethan, would you like to know where it was?
I'm guessing it's Rocket Hideout.
No, it's in Rock Tunnel.
I was about to say, wasn't it Rock Tunnel?
Which item did I skip in Rock Tunnel?
We're not even sure, but you did miss one in Rock Tunnel that happened to be Earth Badge.
I think it was second to last item ball, if I remember correctly. Either the second or the last one of the two.
Yeah, we didn't notice because Ethan went through Rock Tunnel before you did, Cedar, and then when you went through and you picked up the Earth Badge, we're like, hang on, did anyone see Ethan pick that up? And we weren't sure if we'd missed seeing you pick it up until you got the Cascade Badge and you got the phone call, and we're like, well, he's got 7 badges, so that means he doesn't have the Earth Badge.
Hmm.
And it's a real shame because if you had, not missed that check, you could have avoided Rocket Tower entirely. You could have avoided Ice Path entirely because you had everything you needed. And strength was only required to get the Flash HM. That was in, I think...
Oh, let's see what item I skipped.
Ho-Oh Chamber. So yeah, Tin was complete bait. And what was it? We had Secret Potion into Clear Bell on the hidden item.
That was
the
really
SS
funny.
Ticket. So quite elaborate bait for Tin Tower there.
Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking for a Flash for like the longest time because I was like, this game has such a weird logic that if I steer away from it, I'm gonna pay. So I was like, that's why
you
I
could
did
have
like some
avoided
like
Flash
extra
Logic.
checks here and there.
Yeah, as it happened, you just needed to do that Fabulous Prize, and luckily you, I think you... Did you die to blue?
Yes, cause Blissey.
Yes, that Blissey. There's the Earth Badge for Ethan.
Like,
Well done.
There were full restores, it had Hydro Pump, I'm like, okay, I'm not dealing with this, I'll do Nugget Reach, if it's not there, then GG.
Yes, we're, You've spared Ethan having to fight Elite Four for no reason, at least. So, but really good race, really interesting seed. Route 4 and Fabulous Prize both required, yeah, a lot of trouble finding mains at the beginning for both of you guys.
That was the fun. That was the funny bit. Like, I don't care. That was funny. It's like afterwards, okay, I died. Okay, I'll just switch to something else because I really cannot run this. Like a good moveset. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Cedar was trying to run the Mag Cargo at the very beginning of the run, yeah, I have to say, Cedar, when you were maining the Mag Cargo, Trickums came into chat and tipped you to win the entire tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you main switched off of it, and you sold the black classes to boot. So we were all very disappointed.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. I mean, I was like way too focused because again, it was like this seed was so weird. It's like I couldn't afford to miss a single check because I did like some weird skips that I normally don't do just because I thought I was like way behind.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw the ERC skip, which you then went back for and finished. And of course, you didn't get Sprout Tower on your first go, so you had to backtrack for that a bit later on.
Yeah, that was well.
We got that very, very early mystery egg.
Oh yeah, that was useful because I was like, okay, then I don't need max Exers, like no matter what. It's like I have like an extra slot for my bag.
Yeah, and then very, very late strength access and strength not required for anything.
Also surf, like the surf access was just
This was all about surf. I mean, we got fly really early, really easily, which was nice. And of course, Cedar, you skipped Azalea for a while, so you didn't have cut.
Yep. But again, it's like I skipped it specifically because one, my main wasn't that good, and two, because I had fly. So I was like, yeah, if it's like something, because I was hoping for pass or score bottle just to get like a better main, which luckily happened.
It would have probably cost you the race over Ethan if Ethan hadn't missed that Earth badge check, because Ethan did get all the other badges apart from Earth sooner than you, from having cut earlier, not having to backtrack for a bunch of cut checks. But swings and roundabouts, that's the way it goes. So Cedar, you're going to be playing Pika Pals in your next race, I believe.
Oh, I see.
And GG again to both the runners. That was a really punishing seed, but you did manage to get through it quite well. And Charizard with 1 HP, 1 special.
Hell yeah!
Ethan was maining an Alakazam.
Where did you find that?
31.
Yeah.
31.
And it just didn't have the best move set for a while, the Zam. It was struggling a bit.
I mean, stab confusion is pretty good.
Yeah, it had that. There were a lot of Blissies, though, and Chanseys.
Don't remind me. It's like, I kind of, like, regretted, like, replacing my Sludge Bomb at some point. I remember, because, like, I remember specifically because, like, I got taught Surf, and then, like, 2 items there that I find, the TM for Slash Bomb, I'm like, this game is mocking me.
Yeah, there was a Blissey on red, I think, at the end there.
No, I know it was on blue.
It was on blue, yeah. It's a Blissey on blue. There were a few Blissies and Chanseys.
There were at least, like, 2 more. Can't remember where.
But yeah, that was a tricky red fight at the end there. Maining the Charizard, you had a Bubble Beam Gyarados and then a Rollout Golem.
Yeah, I mean, again, with the Golem, luckily I could, like, one-shot with, like, Surf, so that wasn't the issue. Like, the Bubble Beam was like, oh yeah, thank you for hitting the highest range possible.
Yes, I did say, well, as long as the Golem doesn't have a rock move, and then it used Rollout.
Yup.
And,
I mean, again, it would have been that bad, because it would have missed, or if I was just, like, surfed. It wasn't that rough. The other thing was, the other Charizard was Zap Cannon.
Yes.
Like, I knew exactly that it had an electric move, so I, like, preemptively T-bolted it.
And we also give a shout-out, by the way, to the Blastoise that you found. That had Thunder, Thunderbolt, and Thunderwave.
Oh, yeah! He wanted to be fast. Actually, wait, let me see. What stats did he have? 2 special. Cool.
Oh, and shout-outs to Ethan's 0 HP Snorlax.
Hey! Same as my Blastoise. Still, my Snorlax, though. My god. This looks cracked.
Oh, dear.
Also, like, the Suicune. Like, the Suicune also had, like, insane IVs, but... DVs, bleh, again. It is what it is. But again, what a weird logic to it. My god.
Yes, that was weird. Not as bad as the ROM that Snowbear had the other day in the tournament. Which had some of the most obscene fly logic that I have ever seen. I think it was Fly was in Whirl Islands, and the Zephyr badge was on Chuck's wife. And I think you needed to go to Tin first, and I think the Clear Bell was in Tojo Falls.
Oh, nice. Oh, god, that's a lot of backtracking. Okay, never mind.
Goodness me. So, yeah. This was nothing compared to that, but... yeah, so everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you to SpeedGaming for having us. Commiserations, Ethan. That's a rough way to get knocked out of the tournament, but you've made the top 26. You've made your nation very proud. And yeah, I think there's one or two more races happening today. Let me have a look. There's one more race happening today. It is going to be in a couple of hours' time, 11:30 a.m. Is the Eastern Daylight Time. And that's going to be Snow Bear versus Mainlash on SpeedGaming 2. And is there anything else the runners want to say before we wrap up?
I'm tired.
I
This
think
was
that's
definitely
fair.
one of the more exhausting seeds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a bad start to like any kind of crazy seed.
Yeah, and not only that, because again, it's like I was on, because of like the volcano, I was like on 15 badges for like so long. I was wondering, it's like, is it gonna be E4? It might as well be E4 at this point. Like, just couldn't find it.
Yeah. Getting baited by a lot of stuff. It's just like that was kind of the way that I was expecting to kind of lose, just getting baited, and you just have to choose one area.
We were in no mode for so long here in chat watching it, like, because you had that volcano badge, and we knew that Cedar was going to check everywhere but E4 before going to Fabulous.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, let's just all put our feet up and watch them play. We're glad you didn't go to Claire at least and check the items.
Honestly, I was preparing for it. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, at that point, I still knew that before Whirlpool, because I had that happen only once. I had like cut before Whirlpool. It was so weird.
Yeah, we were just bracing ourselves for Whirlpool to turn up somewhere and send you on a further goose chase.
I was also hoping for Volcano Badge and Blade. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, no. Oh, and that was the other thing, of course. We got Vanilla Cut HM in this round.
Oh, yeah! Yeah. I remember, because I was just like going around there, because by skipping this, I was like, wait, that's Vanilla. Hold up. Yeah, there were like a few like other like funny bits. Also, finding literally every single key item in existence.
Yes, we did find everything. Ethan never found Red Scale, I don't think. Although maybe
Nah, I have that.
Oh, you have that? Okay, we just missed you picking that up and checking it, I guess. I'll mark that off now. And yeah, no sign of Whirlpool anywhere, and yeah, Flash was in one of the Alpha chambers.
Yeah.
I think so. But yeah, so everyone, thank you very much for watching. GG to both the runners. Do be sure to give them a follow, and until next time, I've been St Kilda Fan. Thank you and good night.
Cheers.